Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to the Frequent Flyers Bird Show. Woohoo! Yay! I am glad you guys are here. My name is Jen, but more importantly, you've met some of our performers already. Anyone see birds with polka dots? Yeah, a bunch of them. Those are guinea fowl. We have two different kinds of guinea fowl here at the bird show. Reikenel helmeted guinea fowl went up the hillside that way, and the little ladies that ran in front, those are African crested guinea fowl, though at the show we just call them the Spice Girls. Yeah. Hopefully they gave you a pretty good example of what you're going to see today, and that of course is birds from all around the world. Our birds are going to be joining us from all over our stadium today, so some words of warning while you're with us. Please make sure you stay in your seats, keep your hands and cameras down low, and very important, if at any point you feel like you need to duck, you do. Just get out of the way. That being said, guys, what do you say? Should we get the show up off the ground? Yeah? I agree. We're going to start our show off today with a bang and introduce you to a very large nocturnal bird of prey. Now, if you're thinking owl, you guys are right. You know your birds, but this is the safari park, guys, and we like to go big around here. We don't have just any owl. We have one of the largest owls on the planet to introduce to you guys, and he has spotted you already. Let me help you out. Focus your attention to the top of our VideoVision screen because you're about to see the 5-foot wingspan and the big bright eyes of Beethoven. Beethoven is our Eurasian eagle owl. Now there are a lot of myths and misconceptions out there about the owls, but one of the biggest myths of all is that a bird like this is wise. It's not true. It's not true at all. But what he may lack in intelligence, he makes up for with some incredible senses. This guy can see 100 times better than you or I can in the darkness. He can hear his prey from 75 feet away. His most impressive adaptation? Right there. The gift of silent flight. He heard not a sound as he flew through the air because he's equipped with specialized feathers. His feathers have a softly frayed edge. It allows the air and wind to pass gently through those feathers, and luckily for that guy, lets him sneak up on his prey before they ever knew they were on the menu. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Beethoven, our Eurasian eagle owl. Well, we do have another raptor to introduce you to. This one is pretty unique. It's unique because it's social. See, most birds of prey, hawks, owls, falcons, eagles, these birds are solitary and they're territorial. They want to keep all the food, all the resources for themselves. It's different for a bird called the Harris hawk. Yuma, our Harris hawk, is going to be joining us as soon as he's ready. And these birds, they're social. One of only 2 social raptors on the planet, guys. And they live in a harsh climate, the desert southwest of our United States. Places like Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and into Baja, California. Now Yuma's going to be joining us at the top of the stadium, guys. So focus your attention that way, because here he comes. You'll notice too, we are a lot closer to you for this segment, guys, so if you feel like ducking, please do. One of the first things you're going to notice on our beautiful Harris is his low passes overhead. You're not going to leave our show if you see your Now he's also got that broad stripe of white good ducking. That stripe makes these birds easy to identify and Now I mentioned that they're social. A bird like this is going to group together with 7 or 8 of his family members, and they're going to hunt together. They hunt together and they They even share the prey at the end of the day. It's earned them a pretty cool nickname. They call these birds the wolves of the sky. Beautifully done, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for you. And these names are usually that we ask you to die. There's no lie. All right. That was pretty cool. But believe it or not, we have an even cooler bird to share with you guys next. This one happens to be the fastest animal found anywhere in the world. Any guesses? I heard someone say the cheetah. That's a good guess, guys. We're at the bird show. Yeah. All right. I did hear it somewhere, though, guys. The falcon. Falcons are phenomenal. They are known for speed and accuracy. But what makes them really different is what they hunt. A falcon hunts almost exclusively other birds. Birds are not hunting off the ground or out of a nest, but right out of the air. Kim is going to be joining me on stage. She'll be swinging around a small leather lure. That leather lure represents another bird in flight for our falcon this afternoon. Please stay in your seats, direct your attention to the hillside, and meet Lakura. She is our lander falcon. We call fancy flying, guys. It's much harder than it looks. Take a look at Bakura. She's awfully proud of herself. She's mantling over that lure. Mantling, that's a natural posture that a bird of prey will take, spreading those wings out over that prey, making sure that other birds won't try to take it away from her. She's a relatively small bird of prey, could be easily chased off that hard-earned meal. She knows Kim's already had her lunch out of her, so she's not worried about that. We're going to bring her a bit closer just so you can look at her. She's not moving quite as fast. I do have to be honest, she did not reach her top potential in speed here in our stadium today. She needs a little more room for that, a few hundred, even a few thousand feet up. And it's from those heights that a bird like this will tuck in their wings, diving toward their prey, exceeding speeds of, get this, 240 miles per hour. That blows the shit out of the water. Guys, Bakura, our lander falcon. We are very proud to have those two share with you guys today. Now, what might surprise you guys, most of the birds we've shared so far were highlighting their ability of flight. But there are birds out there that get around in different ways. In fact, parrots, while they're gorgeous in flight, they actually have to learn how to climb before they fly. These birds live in a dense rainforest of Central and South America. Those branches just a little too close to allow them to spread their wings. So they use very strong and dexterous feet to navigate their forest home. This is Gulliver. Gulliver. Gulliver is our green-winged macaw, and she has no trouble navigating our branches here at the bird show. But what she'd rather do, guys, she'd rather zip line. She's gonna zip line right to you! Ladies and gentlemen, Gulliver, our zip lining macaw. On the side, she spies for her country. All right, well, you have probably noticed by now that our Freakin' Flyers show is home to quite a talented flock of performers. In fact, we've got so many birds just waiting in the wings. They're waiting in the wings to perform for you, and we've done something that's a little unusual. We trained a group of these birds to perform on stage without any trainers. That means I gotta go. We want to showcase what these birds do best, but do me a favor. Count along with our countdown as loud as you can. I'll be right back. We are so proud. Flying by right now, a pair of our strongest flyers. That's Cusco and Charlie, a green wing and a scarlet macaw. They could hoop all day if we let them. Let's see, we had some ibis join us as well. A lot of pink birds, actually. The ones that look like mini flamingos, those are scarlet ibis. You can find them in the Caribbean. The other pink birds you might have recognized. They started out our showcase, but right over your heads, rose-breasted cockatoos. Oh, not right now. All eyes on Jen. Yeah, no. All right. The birds that went up there, guys, there's rose-breasted cockatoos. Their names are Thelma and Louise. Yes, thank you, adults. You also had a yellow-billed hornbill named Bruiser come out there. And right now we're going to introduce you to a really cool bird. And it's not that one. He's really cool, guys. That's an egret. Found all over San Diego. He's been building his nest, coming here and visiting us. But the real bird you want to meet is standing right here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out Dara and Congo, our African gray parrot.
Hi guys, how you doing? Good. Hey Congo, my mic sounds great, but I did not get a chance to test yours, buddy. Can you test it? 1, 2, 3. Great. Okay. 4, 5. He likes to do his own work. All right, now he is an African gray parrot named Congo. They're found in the Congo River basins of Africa. And these birds are amazing at imitating sounds that they hear around them. I'm getting upstaged, aren't I? Yeah. Was it that egret? Yeah. They're showstoppers, aren't they? You got 2 shows for the price of 1 here. Yeah. All right, now they can imitate all sorts of sounds. He hasn't picked up an egret sound, but he has lots more in his vocabulary. He lives in our office, so he hears lots of office sounds, like this one. He loves our water cooler, which blows lots of bubbles. Little tiny bubbles. He also likes to hang out by our desk. He loves to hear the sound of the telephone with a 35-year-old ringtone. He thinks it's pretty funny to make us get up and try to answer the bird. Now, we do work in a rather exotic workplace. He loves working here. In fact, it makes him really excited. Yeah. Because not only does he get to meet people like you every day, he gets to see some of his favorite animals, including mine and his personal favorite, which are duckies. Birds gotta stick together, right? Plus, he knows you guys, just by coming through our gates, you're helping to support all sorts of conservation programs. In fact, you've really taken charge. That's right, buddy, they have. They're supporting our big conservation projects like the California Condor Project, but also small ones too. We just started helping out the yellow mountain-legged frog. We've just never met one. We don't know what they sound like. Congo, we're not supposed to joke about squishing them, okay? Okay. He didn't sound too serious. Let's check again. Congo, really? Okay. Don't worry, he's just joking about squishing him. He knows we're saving him. He's just trying to be funny. Don't let his silly disposition fool you, though. In his heart of hearts, he's still a parrot after all. And every single parrot I've ever met, at some point in time, completely flips out. And this guy especially goes crazy about something that hits very close to home for this bird. See, African gray parrots just got uplisted to endangered not too long ago. And one thing that really affects their numbers is the illegal smuggling or poaching of these parrots right out of the wild. It really affects their numbers, and Congo here has summed up his feelings about the whole matter with one single expression. You guys want to hear it? All right, it does change the whole mood of the show, but I think you guys can handle it. Congo, buddy, all eyes are on you. What are your feelings on poachers? That's right, no one likes a poacher, right? You hear that, buddy? I think they think you're cute. Oh, so do I. All right, well, Jen's back on stage, so she probably has a few more birds for us. But Congo and I never leave stage without doing 2 things. 1, we always love to give our audiences a great big kiss. And of course, you can never leave stage without very politely saying, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the show.
You too. Some of us think those guys make a pretty cute couple. Well, I'm excited to introduce you to this next bird of prey. In fact, we're the only bird show in the country that has this species trained to perform on stage. So picture this. Picture a bird that looks like a crane, but has the attitude of an eagle. The bird you're picturing is called the secretary bird. Secretary birds are unique for a couple of reasons. One, the way they look. This bird is literally the tallest raptor on the planet, 4 feet tall. Secondly, though, it's how they capture their food. You see, most birds of prey soar overhead. They swoop down, capturing prey in their talons, but the secretary bird has a different tactic. Joining us on our hillside is our young man. Meet Aaron, our secretary bird. Now check this guy out. He's got legs and he knows how to use them. Nicknamed the Marching Eagle for the way that these birds will march right up to their prey in that tall savanna grass. And as Stacy's going to demonstrate for you, they stomp their prey to death. Thick hammer-like toes enable swift kicks to the prey. They will attack their prey with a barrage of kicks until it stops moving, then swallow it whole. Those long tail feathers trailing behind the bird are thought to distract their prey. A snake will perhaps strike at the movement of that tail rather than the body of the bird. These birds also have thick scales covering their legs, scales thick enough to make a snake bite ineffective, which means that this bird can hunt even venomous snakes. Of course, here we set up for the plastic kind that you can purchase at our gift shop. I think you get the idea. Taking his final bow, guys, that's Aaron, our secretary bird. And I think you're probably wondering, right, what on earth is a bird that looks like that called a secretary bird? It's a weird name. Completely agree with you. All we really have to focus on, though, is that in today's modern times, a bird like that would much rather be called the administrative assistant bird. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there has never been a more misunderstood bird than the vulture. Being called a vulture, it's never been a good thing. Vultures are synonymous with the villains, the bad guys. Well, we're here today to change your mind. There are 3 kinds of vultures found here in North America. The California condor, the smaller turkey vultures that I'm sure you've seen soaring through our skies today, and the black vulture. Daisy, our black vulture, is about to join us on stage, and as soon as she makes her appearance, you're going to notice this girl hops, hops, and skips everywhere she goes. There is no way that a bird that skips can be that guy, right? In fact, these birds play a crucial role in the health of our ecosystems. Vultures like this, they're scavengers. That means that they're nature's first recycling center, guys, cleaning up all the dead and rotten stuff that would otherwise make everyone very, very sick. These birds can eat things that no one else can eat, including anthrax, believe it or not. They play a critical role in our ecosystem, and you're helping us conserve these birds each and every day. All right, Daisy, you're going to head off stage, baby girl, because we have a much larger vulture that's going to join us on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for her. That was Daisy. Our sweet little girl. Now, that bird had about a 3-foot wingspan. The bird we are about to introduce you to has a 10-foot wingspan. Yeah, it's called a condor. Now, here at the park, we have a very extensive breeding program with the endangered species, the California condor. It's one of the most endangered species that we work with. Back in the 1980s, there were just 22 of them left in the world. That's it. Total population, 22 birds. Of course, we wanted to help, but at the time, not a lot was known about the California condor. And in order to have a successful breeding program, you need to know everything you can. Luckily, we did have experience working with their closest cousin, the South American Andean condor. And once we applied everything we learned from them to our breeding program for the California condor, we saw great success. Today, there are over 400 California condors, half of them hatched right here, and now flying free in the wild. A huge conservation success, and we could not have done it if it weren't for you guys joining us at the park today. You're supporting conservation, You are all heroes for wildlife. We also have a lot of gratitude, of course, to the Andean condor. And we have one about to join us on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left-hand side of our stage, you're about to meet one massive bird. Being 24 years old, weighing in at about 20 years old, this is Calethea. She's our full-grown female Andean condor, and has a 10-foot wingspan. These birds sport the second largest wingspan on our planet today, second only to the wandering albatross. And that wingspan enables a bird like this to stay aloft for hours. They travel more than 200 miles a day in search for food and can climb to altitudes of 21,000 feet. 21,000 feet. They're graceful, powerful flyers high above the Andes, but you get a wingspan like that down on the ground, and grace goes out the window. She's not graceful at all. But we do love her. Ladies and gentlemen, Calethea, our very flappy and excited condor. We found it almost like a turkey, right? You know, it's just the beginning of our California condor breeding season. We've got 5 brand new eggs, and I just heard that one hatched just the other day. You want to check out our condor cam to check those guys out. A condor, just so you know, lays 1 egg every 2 to 3 years. Yeah, to have 5, we're very excited. We could not do any of that work or the work we do around the world if it weren't for you. Joining us at the park today, supporting conservation. You are all heroes for wildlife, and for that, we thank you. Thank you for joining us at the park today.